Right, I got another interview from the digital ID protest. Now, I didn't include this in the full video on my other channel, but it's a good one. This geezer explains how digital ID and central bank digital currency will eventually become the mark of the beast. Remember people, say no to slave card. Let's give it a watch.
So, could I just ask where you're from and who you are representing?
I'm a Protestant Seventh-day Adventist Christian, so we're Protestants.
Yeah.
I'm not saying every single Seventh-day Adventist is going to want to send this message, but I am a traditional Seventh-day Adventist, and I'm a Protestant. So we are a denomination of the Christian faith that still has a bark. We're still barking and we still have a protest, whereas most other denominations have lost their bark and have become ecumenical.
So you got a book called Mystery of the Beast in your hand and you're handing out these books?
Under great controversy.
Great. Do you want to explain what the book's about?
Yes, the book is about really the history of the Antichrist or the New World Order. You can actually say that the New World Order is controlled by the Antichrist. And Christianity knew what the Antichrist was 500 years ago in the Reformation. But today, it's all been swept under the carpet of modern Christianity.
Tell us what the mark of the beast is. Then.
Okay, the mark of the beast is a no buy, no sell Bible prophecy. It's in Revelation, and there's parts of it in the book of Daniel as well, because Daniel talks about the little horn power that was to rise amongst the nations. And so it's the smallest nation in the world, right? And it's called the little horn power, but it has the most power in the world. And so what it does, it controls religion and politics. And its child is Sunday sacredness, Sunday worship.
So what country is that then?
That's Rome. So that's in Rome. It's the smallest country in the world, is the Vatican City. And that's why it's called the little horn in Bible prophecy. So the Bible knew this little horn or this little kingdom would rise and have the most power in the world to control education, establishment, health, science, politics, and finance.
So what will the mark of the beast be then when it's implemented?
Okay, so when the mark of the beast is implemented, you've got to have all the mechanisms in place by that time, like digital ID, central bank digital currency. So they'll all be linked together, but it's a means to enforcement. So if you don't agree with their system, they will then cancel you through this system of no buy, no sell, digital money. You won't have any cash anymore.
So some people are saying it will be a microchip.
Yes, people are saying it's a microchip. Whether it's a microchip or whether it's the central bank digital currency or digital ID combined, whichever way, the technology is already here, but it's going to be used as a means to stop you from worshipping on the correct day of the correct day of the week. So in Christianity, you've got Sunday sacredness, which is from Rome, and you've got and the Bible Christianity was the Sabbath, seventh-day Sabbath, Saturday. So they're already talking about this in the world. In the House of Representatives, they're talking about this in America. And what you're about to see is a fulfillment of Bible prophecy, where America will hand power back to the first beast, Rome, in other words, the Vatican. And the Vatican has control of the banks, of politics and religion behind the scenes all over the world, using Freemasonry, using the Jesuits, using all kinds of secret societies to control the world. So the world is basically Masonically controlled. It's hidden in plain sight. And the mark of the beast is really their baby, because in the Bible, if you had the mark or the seal of God, you worshipped on the Sabbath. But in Catholicism, if you have the mark, their mark, you worship on Sunday, because they call that their mark of ecclesiastical authority. So what they call Sunday, their mark of ecclesiastical authority and power, is really a fulfillment of Bible prophecy. It was predicted long before. The Catholic Church named Sunday their mark of ecclesiastical power.
So last question, what is your overall message about digital ID that you'd like people to take home today?
Okay, it's the spiritual side, not the political side. It really is warning people that the signs of the times are fulfilling in Bible prophecy, and that you need to understand what the mark of the beast is. And so it's like the end time obedience test coming to all Christians. So it's the end time obedience test coming to all flesh, whether you're rich, poor, free or bond, black or white, whichever way you come from, it's going to be global. And it's going to be enforcement of Sunday worship, Sunday sacredness. And it's part of the climate change agenda. It's written in Laudato Si. It's what they're talking about in America in their politics. If you look up the Catholic record, you can see they're all discussing it there. They're actually discussing it in the House of Representatives. They're trying to swing the pendulum right. So you've got Christian nationalism, and they're trying to find a way to justify how to enforce Christianity, which is a really terrible. It's actually antichrist to enforce Christianity, whereas Christians are meant to be coming to God voluntarily, but not through force. And so people who take the mark in the head in the Bible are those who follow the beast religiously in their mind, in their belief, but those who just comply and say, "Oh, I'll just do as I'm told," will take the mark in the hand. So there's a difference between the secular taking the mark in the hand and those who are deceived Christians taking the mark in the forehead.
Okay.
So that's the symbolic language of the Bible.
All right. Thank you very much, mate.
Okay.